Welcome to Joseline's Cabaret. Your every wish is my command. It's 8/8, and I've got the astrology on demand off the top of the dome. Hold up. Do it like it's your birthday. Do it like it's your birthday. Who said that one on what's the guy's name? Nene Sherry, whoever his name is. He's been doing them all week. Shout out to him. He's a designer for celebrities. He's part of the alphabet family, but he's cool. And his mom is cool. She does it with him.
I'm here to please you, baby. Do it like it's your birthday. Do it like it's your birthday. Do it like it's your birthday, baby.
TikToks and his Instagram stories and posts like that. I watch everybody. I watch all kinds of people. So if you're a Nene Shiero? If you're a fan of his, you know what I'm talking about. All right. Welcome to Gidalyfe Astrology. I'm TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. I did get my green screen to finally work. Me and my son worked on that the last few days. It's been a busy week, so I apologize for not putting much this week out. Did put a few shorts on, so check those out, but it's 8/8. I'm feeling great. I need some water, though. But yeah, I'm just going to start this intro with shouting out all the birthdays. We have Lil Reese, who turns 6 today, I believe. And I'm not doing celebrity birthdays anymore. I'm doing Leo birthdays, which is just like a celebrity. I'm doing us, the new celebrity's birthday. So shout out to Lil Reese. Shout out to Kimmy. She is one of my friends and sisters I met through the what was our group called, child? We had Waist Beads and Sisters group. Also, I met her through another Leo. Shout out to Miss Donna, who owns the group and makes the waist beads and gives us all the positive affirmations and motivation to be waisted sisters. All right, I still got mine on. I actually still got mine on. I got 2 sets on right now. Shout out to my cuz, whose party I just came from, which is why I'm looking so fly today. Shout out to my cuz Cole Clark on Instagram. Caleb Clark, he just turned a big 21 today, and we had a wonderful party for him. We had, I'll show little clips. We had food, of course, fellowship, and we just had a great moment where we celebrated him. And it was really touching. Everybody gave their own speeches. Even my kids gave their own speeches. It was just really touching. We love you, Caleb. Shout out to all the 8/8 birthdays, all the Leos born on the 8/8 portal gate. So y'all are extra special, okay? Not only are y'all having a birthday today, it's the 8/8 portal opening up to manifest all kinds of greatness and abundance. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So happy birthday to all the 8/8s. I've said their birthday since 8/1. I'm going to give the spotlight to a few other people. We have moved on to 8/9. Today is 8/9. So we are going to shout out Rocco on 8/10. Yesterday, at my cousin's birthday party, I met a young lady. I forgot her name. But happy birthday to you too today. 8/9. Celebrating our Leos. Rocco is tomorrow. Happy birthday, little Rocco. I think he's going to be 7. On 8/10, August the 10th. On August 11th, happy birthday to my old friend Styles. Shout out to you. Just talked to her a few minutes ago. And happy birthday to my kitty cat on the 13th. Minty. She'll be 1. We got her when she was 2 months, so we got her in October of 2020, and she will be 1 on August 13th. Her and my youngest daughter, Zane, are 1 month and 8 years apart in human being life. I feel like somebody's birthday is on the 12th, but I can't remember. That is the day that Uranus stabilizes to go retrograde next week. And then next Monday, is my sister-in-law, Ikea. We call her Muffin. Her 30th birthday is the 16th, so shout out to her. August the 14th is my previous wedding anniversary. I feel like somebody else's birthday is on the 14th too, I can't remember, but shout out to everybody having birthdays this week. Leos. And it is also the new moon in Leo, so we got the Leo sun, we got the Leo moon, which is why I got the conjunct sign here, because conjunction means blended energies. These two are in the same sign, in the same degree of 16 degrees, I believe. Mercury is also not conjunct, but Mercury is in Leo as well. So we have a lot of Leo energy. We have Mars and Venus in Virgo. Mercury's actually going to go into Virgo, so I'm going to move it closer. And Venus is going to go into Libra later this week. Let's get started on talking about the week. Actually, last week, man, the opposition, before I get started on this week, that opposition means when sister signs, brother signs, whatever you want to call them, are in a conversation or trying to balance each other out. So like everything in Leo is opposite the things that are in Aquarius, which is old Saturn down there. So Saturn is in opposition with everything that's in Leo. Everything that's in Virgo is in opposition with things that are in Pisces, which is not Jupiter anymore. I'm upset I haven't even moved that. It's been over 2 weeks. Jupiter's in retrograde, so I'm moving back into Aquarius. So we have Neptune and Pisces opposing all the things in Virgo. So let's just get on what is opposing and what is squaring this week. We got heavy energy with Leo and Virgo and Pisces and Aquarius energy. So let's get to talking about it. Also, I don't have anything lion style, so I had to wear closest animal to it. You want to call me a cheetah girl or a cougar, leopard, whatever you want to do. All right. There's definitely not enough water going on. All the fixed signs got things going on. We got Leo as a fixed sign. We got Uranus and Taurus down here as a fixed sign. We got Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, that's a fixed sign. And Scorpio's just over here chilling until the moon moves into Scorpio later this week. We gotta talk about this T-square because even though there's nothing going on in Scorpio, Scorpio is pretty much conducting everything going on in this T-square. T-squares are all the signs that are 90 degrees from each other, which would be the fixed signs, the modes, the mutable signs, and the cardinal signs if they're aspecting each other. So we got a lot of aspects, and the first one we're going to talk about is today's aspect, the moon and sun conjunct. When the moon and sun conjunct, that is called the new moon. That is why you cannot see the moon outside tonight, because the sun is blocking it. The new moon, it's not blocking it, that's an eclipse. It's not reflecting like it normally does because it is a new moon. The moon cycle is over. I don't know if you can see at the top, the moon cycle is over, so we're coming from the waxing moon. We're coming from the waning moon, which is when the moon goes down from the full moon into the dark moon, which is the new moon. And then we're going into the waxing moon, which is why we manifest, we write our intentions when there is a new moon, because when it's waxing, it's building up the energy until it is a full moon when we have part 2 in Aquarius next week. I'm missing nail, y'all. Just to let you know. One missing nail, the rest of them are still fabulous. All right, So we have the new moon today. The Lion's Gate 8-8 represents infinity, life, prosperity. It's a very abundant day. The 8-8 portal of energy, new energy coming in with the new moon, because new moons represent new cycles, moon cycles especially, whatever energy that sign is in. The moon in Leo is giving that fun feel, that fun energy, that brave energy, that motivating energy, because it's a fire sign. Let me go to my notes. So the fire element, especially Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, we are in the Leo, the middle fire sign. This is strong, passionate, fiery, intense, sometimes impatient, anger, rageful, and I already said fiery, didn't I? And the elements all have significant things that I'll go into later after I go over the week. But this fire energy in the moon, which is normally ruled by Cancer, where we had the new moon last month in July in Cancer, but its ruler is Cancer, so Cancer is the emotions, and your emotions are kind of firing up right now. If you notice in the world, a lot of emotions are on high right now. A lot of people are being brave towards the Saturnian things going on via Aquarius, which is a freedom kind of rebellious sign too. It's all about attaching. So it's a lot going on, like I said, with these fixed signs. Let's get into it. So I must have started this at 11:11 because it's 11:23. All right, well, late Ashe. On Monday, August the 9th, happy birthday, belated birthday to Elle too. We had a great talk this week. We're supposed to talk again, but I had a visit from my Aquarius friend who came. She's from Uptown, and she came to visit because she now lives in the Caribbean. So shout out to Kimmy, and I'm sorry I was spending time with Kimmy, who was also an old friend, and forgot to get back to my old friend who was celebrating her birthday. So Elle, I will call you back this week. Been talking to Elle and Styles. Styles' birthday is on the 11th. Those are the official 360 honeys. All right, I'm doing too much, always doing too much. All right, it's the Leo in me, the Leo Saturn energy and the Leo Mars energy that I have. All right, so Monday the moon was into Virgo, so let's just move the moon so we know what we're talking about. Then we got all this conjuncting. We got Venus still opposing Neptune. The Venus-Neptune opposition starts really today, but it's extra and exact tomorrow. I'm not going to get too much into degrees too, because I don't want to bore y'all to death, but the other opposition, the other conjunction that's going on. So we have Venus opposing Neptune. If Neptune is the outer planet, so it's moving slower. Neptune is at 23 degrees, which will make Venus about the same, 23 degrees, because actually in less than 5 days, Venus is probably about 24, 25 degrees, because by Friday, Venus will be in Libra. Sunday, not Friday, Sunday. The moon is also conjunct Mars in Virgo. Okay, the moon being conjunct with Mars. Mars is about in the middle of the decan, so it's probably in the middle decan of Virgo, and the moon, as it moves fast, two days through each sign. This conjunction can bring the action that we need to take on our emotions. You know, with the moon in Virgo, this is like a moon that is a little judgmental, little over yourselves, okay? Because this is Virgo is the last individual sign, so the moon in Virgo is kind of being overly emotional with yourself, hard on yourself. It can also be you being more organized, because Virgo likes to not only give service to others, but organize things, perfect things. Virgo also has to do with health, okay? Monday, we've been waiting all weekend to find out what old skin mask is going to do, which I really going to think is going to pop off when Mercury moves into Virgo, which actually happens this week too. A lot of the signs are moving within a week. A lot of the planets, I mean. Venus is moving this week. Mercury is moving this week. The sun is moving next week. No, the sun is moving in 2 weeks. Let me not cut off the Leos too fast. Let me not cut off the Leos. But it's definitely Mercury moving into Virgo and Venus moving to Libra this week. So I feel like the more things we have in Virgo, the more things we're going to find out about the jab and the COVID-19, because those have to do with health. Those have to do with order too, and with the Venus opposing Neptune, that has to do with the order, trying to balance out the chaos. Okay, Neptune again, the planet of delusion, the planet of dreams and nightmares, dealing with the planet of wants and desires. So we want more organization with the chaos that we're going through, especially these days, right? All right, Tuesday on August the 10th, the sun is still in Leo always. Well, not always, but for never. Y'all would love that, wouldn't you? The sun is still in Leo for another 2 weeks. I'm talking about the moon. The moon is still in Virgo on Tuesday, and the moon is going to be now opposing with Venus, Neptune, and Pisces. Okay. This, again, has to do with us organizing our emotions. So anytime you have an opposition with this Neptune and Pisces down here, anytime you have an opposition with this guy, this is the guy, the god of water, ocean. Okay, y'all know about Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces. Neptune rules 12th house, your subconscious. A lot of people don't want their subconscious to be worked with. They don't want, Venus being in Virgo is her fall. These are some of the things you don't really want. Okay, Venus being about the things she wants. Virgo being a grounded, reliable, hardworking sign. However, the lower levels of Virgo is not caring about your own organization or your own health, or being a little chaotic yourself. The opposing sign, Pisces, has some of the characteristics as Virgo, and so does Virgo have some of the characteristics of Pisces. That's why this opposition is trying to balance itself via Venus and the moon and Neptune. All right, Mercury on Tuesday in Leo will be opposing Jupiter, because Jupiter is around the 28th, 27th degree, and Mercury is getting ready to go into Virgo actually on the next day, on Wednesday. So with Mercury at its last degree, at its mastery degree in Leo, mastering how we creatively communicate, how we learn through play, like Leo has to do with children, Mercury has to do with knowledge, also how we communicate. Mercury in Leo has been good with us taking and being brave with what we say and communicate. Definitely with the jabbed and unjabbed conversation that I really wish would stop, and hopefully we'll get some organization with that when Mercury moves into Virgo. But Mercury opposing Jupiter is like the things that you say and are brave about are being exaggerated, because Jupiter expands things. Jupiter stays positive, but it also can be kind of gullible. And it could exaggerate some things. So we just want the way we communicate to not be impulsive and rageful or angry, full of anger, which can be what fire signs do sometimes. The lion is a gentle soul until you mess with the king of the jungle. And everybody's on their kind of king, everybody's on their king soapbox and queen soapbox with Mercury and Leo. Okay, so opposing Jupiter could be a little tough, but because Mercury moves so fast, it's only opposing on Tuesday. Wednesday, for my truthers and for those who feel some of the things I've been talking about, I'm trying to express that I'm not trying to impress my position on things or my perspective on things on anyone. However, I'm going to give you information because I love and care about you, number one. Number two, because I feel like you have to prepare for the unexpected out here, especially with Uranus and Taurus. Taurus likes security. Taurus likes receipts and material things. And Uranus is like, we ain't going to do it like that no more, Taurus. You really need to buckle down. All these fixed signs really could learn a lot from the mutable signs, Virgo, Pisces, the Sagittarius South Node, and the North Node in Gemini. We could all learn a lot from the mutable signs. The fixed signs can learn a lot, and the cardinal signs. Speaking on the fixed signs, because we got the most opposition and squares going on right now. We could learn a lot. Fixed signs, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. We could learn a lot about how to be a little bit more flexible. Scorpios are all about transformation, so it's not that hard for us. Aquarius is all about detachment. But those Tauruses and those Leo's prideful. Tauruses want what they want because they come from Venus. And they're going to get what they want, or else it's going to be a problem. It's going to be fixed energy. It's going to be tough to break. Taurus being the earth sign, tough to break through. Leo being a fiery fixed sign, might be impulsive about that breakthrough. Might be fighting it with all their might because they don't want to break through. They don't want to change. Fixed signs have to want change, but sometimes that change is going to come whether you want it or not, fixed signs. All right, so where I was going for the 11th, happy birthday, Crystal, on the 11th. We call her Styles. Been my friend since 1995, my first friend I met, other than my roommate at Virginia State University back in August of 1995. We've been out of school. I mean, we met, it's what, 26 years now? 26 years. Me and Elle and Styles all went to Virginia State together, met each other as freshmen. They were 18 and I was 17 because I didn't turn 18 until November, but they just had turned 18 because we went to school in August. Anyway, shout out to you, Styles. The moon moves into Libra on Wednesday. I keep moving the sun, y'all. What is wrong with my eyes? It's these big caterpillars my daughter put in my eyes. And it's like a thousand legs crawling around the ceiling, like following me, like, well, give me my cousin back. I see my cousin in your eyes. All right, so we're going to tell this story. Where were we? Wednesday, the moon moves into Libra. We got that. And the Mercury moves into Virgo. So we can't really move Mercury because I got to move these two. And by the time we come back for another video, they'll all be moved, but except Mars. Mars is going to stay there and just move here to the end of Virgo, the Virgo realm. But so on the 11th, when the moon moves into Leo, the moon balances out things. It becomes a little bit more diplomatic moon, more relatable to people. And it's trining, which is quick energy, but it's trining with Saturn. So trines are normally really good energy. Trines happen when the modes are still 90 degrees of each other. We're still talking about the modes. So the moon in Libra is trining Saturn. Trines happen between the same elements. I'm sorry, not the same modes. Happen between the same elements. So Libra and Aquarius, the moon is in Libra. Saturn is in Aquarius. And basically, these are air signs. Okay, so that's lighter energy. However, trines are good. So I'm going to stay positive with this. However, the warning I'm trying to give you in the truther world, not impressing any fear on anybody. Just want y'all to plan for the expected because of old Uranus back here in Taurus. Okay? Air signs, when they trine, that is the good energy of communication, lighter energy, open-mindedness, all those kind of things. But we have a message from FEMA trending online right now saying that this is the EBS day, and or they're testing, and EBS is the emergency broadcast system, and or they're going to test the 5G radiation. It may affect some people that have some kind of nanoparticles in their bodies that were injected recently within this year. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's supposed to happen around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Be aware. So that is the only thing I'm saying about these air energies, because that's definitely a signal that there is going to be some kind of communication. Quick energy, like a quick signal, a quick message. Air signs have to do with messaging and all things communication-wise too. Okay, and also Libra is ruled by Venus too. So Venus will be home in a minute too. But the moon being ruled by Venus right now, this might be a message that we want. So that's why I want to stay positive. This might be a message that we want. Saturn being Aquarius, this is a message that might help us become more innovative. It could be a message that is hard truths, but good truths. That's why I want to give my little spiel after I do the week, because there's good and bad going on in the world right now, and it's happening at the same damn time. All right, let's go into that later. Mercury is also moving into Virgo, like I said. So this is, again, a mutable sign moving into the planet that rules communication, information. Also is giving me all these signals to some wavelengths to help or hinder our health. There's really no squares or oppositions. There's still be a little bit of that Venus opposing Neptune opposition, just a little bit, but not much. But that's about it. And the T-square that's constantly going on. Yeah, let's talk about that really quick. Uranus down here in Taurus is squaring everything in Leo and everything in Aquarius. So this is, again, what's called a T-square. We're starting here at Leo. We're going over to the opposition of everything in Aquarius. Everything that's in Leo is opposing everything in Aquarius. And everything that's opposing these two is also opposing Uranus and Taurus. That is why it's called a T-square, because it makes a T. And what's on the opposite side of the T is Scorpio. And Scorpio's kind of sitting back, giving like little spurts of secrets to kind of rocks the security world that Taurus doesn't like to be rocked. Scorpio's also giving some secrets to the things that are in Leo, like the sun, shining more light on the secrets of the children. The secrets of the dramatic impulsiveness sometimes that Leos do, or the dramatic self-centering that some people do with Leo placements. Some, not all. Okay. Also, Aquarius representing the new world and being innovative. Scorpio saying, okay, there's a few secrets that are happening. Like for one example, Uranus and Taurus is changing the way that we receive foods. Taurus represents Earth. Earth represents everything on the Earth. The land is being tampered with. The animals are being tampered with as far as health. Things are being put in them, as well as the people. You know, everything that's on the land is being tampered with, and Scorpio is bringing out the secrets of that. So this T-square is really significant. I was born on a T-square that was with the fixed signs as well too. That is why I have Mars and Leo, and I also have Saturn and Leo, and I also have the Sun and Scorpio, and Venus and Scorpio, Uranus and Scorpio. So it was a big T-square going on when I was born too, which is why I'm really into this one that's happening right now. The square. So Thursday, there's not really much going on. Okay, but Friday, we have what we're trying to talk about before we get to the squares. Friday, the moon will be squaring because the other thing is the moon is really not doing anything. Mercury just moved into Virgo, so it's just trying to get comfortable. Venus is getting ready to leave, so it's in this last degree deciding on what's going to happen when it gets home in Libra from Virgo, and then there's really not much else going on. Everybody's just kind of chilling. I'm trying to see if anything's going with the South Node and the North Node, but really nothing is working with them right now either, except Neptune, which is the mutable signs having their decision on what is the right path to take, with Neptune kind of throwing some delusions and loopholes sometimes, being in Pisces and one of the mutable signs. That's about it. Friday, we got the moon still in its last bit of Libra, trining Jupiter, which is still in around its last bit of Aquarius in the 29 degree, because it's going retrograde, 29, 28. I really need to find out what that degree is. But because Libra's getting ready to go, because the moon is getting ready to leave Libra and Jupiter is still in the late degrees of Aquarius, that's why they are trining. This is the moon's light-hearted emotions and more being more relatable to Jupiter's expansion of being more innovative. This is a good trine, I would say, with the communication piece between the air sign, our emotions, and how we expand on things. Okay, this is also, I should have said on Thursday. The only thing it is about Thursday is that's the last day the portal is open for the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. That is your last day to manifest before it kind of closes. It does close up, and you'll have to wait for the next 8/8, or you'll have to wait for the next new moon. All right, the new moon energy, I will say, lasts for 10 days, but you want to hit both of them within these next 4 days. Write down your intentions, speak positive about yourself, speak positive about yourself and life itself, so that it will stay positive. You will learn how to use this energy to see how you can manifest things into greatness for yourself. All right, the moon moves into Scorpio on Friday night, and wow, that sounds like fun. And I still love how sexy the moon is in Scorpio. The moon in Scorpio transit is going to be heavy this year just because of all this fixed sign energy. And like I said, until the moon moves into Scorpio, this T-square is just kind of being secretly conducted by Scorpio. The moon is in its fall in Scorpio, which again means we got to watch what we do. And every time, and I'm not going to speak this into existence, but I've told you before, when this moon is in Scorpio, when this moon is in Aries, I gotta really watch myself, because it's at its fall, which is like risk taking and being risky and watching out for some risks that happen, or watching out for your overly emotions, or watching out for too many secrets, or being too secretive, or letting too many secrets out because you're overly emotional. That's the problem with the moon being in Scorpio. So with that said, the moon in Scorpio is going to sextile, which means the earth sign and the water signs are working together, so it'll sextile the things that are in Virgo. Okay, because Scorpio is the water sign, Virgo is the earth sign. It's also sextiling Uranus too. But it's also sextiling Pluto, which is in Capricorn. So all the earth signs are sextiling this moon in Scorpio, and with its sextiling Mars, Mercury and Mars, because Mercury will be here and Venus will be moving. All three of them are actually there until Sunday. But especially the moon sextiling Mercury and Mars in Virgo. Okay, this is letting some of those secrets out, but doing it in a more organized manner with Mercury being in. Let's just move Mercury for the sake of this conversation. Okay, let's just move Mercury. So with Mercury and Mars sextiling the moon in Scorpio, this is like the fall of the moon, the risk taking. This is like Mercury telling them secrets, which by this being a sextile, I don't have the sextile sign, y'all, so we'll just, imagine that there's a star here. with the moon sextile. And the sextiles are good and compatible energy. But what I see as compatible is like the secrets being told a little bit too much. If there is the EBS this week, this might be the week of the secrets coming out with this moon moving in Scorpio. This is a comfortable popcorn weekend, you know, with Mercury sextiling the moon. And it's going to be quick. Isn't Mike Lindell's thing coming out this week? I got to check out the date for that. And Mike Lindell is my pillow guy, the one who has all the details on the audits that we've been waiting on. So Mars sextiling the moon in Scorpio is taking action on those secrets. So that's why I'm wondering what is going to be big that's going to pop off that a lot of people might not like. This Scorpio moon transits are going to be tough for the rest of the year. I'm just trying to tell y'all that. All right, enough about that. Saturday, the moon will square Saturn. So here we go with the fixed signs again. Moon is squaring Saturn in Aquarius, which is the overly emotional, secretive, investigative, demanding type of moon. All the lower energies of the moon in Scorpio, because the moon in Scorpio being its fall, you get the lower energies of Scorpio, unfortunately. The moon squaring, did I say the square was gonna come up? I'm really working out here, y'all. Y'all see me doing all this? I'm surprising myself right now. That must be that 8-8 Lionsgate manifesting, and I'm just working myself right here and remembering kind of what to do instead of keeping it. I'm getting in my teacher mode, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering me, and I'm holding the ring light while I talk. Okay, so just kudos to me. Pat yourself on the back for what you do and how good you've come, how far you've come. Look at how far I've come, and then you think about how far you've come. All right, Saturday, the moon is squaring Saturn down here. Not Jupiter yet, because Jupiter's at the end of Aquarius. Remember that. It just came from Pisces. It's going backwards. Saturn is also going backwards, but it's also in retrograde. The moon, I'm going to move over here so we can see it better. The moon squaring Saturn is like, whatever the moon is overly emotional about is tough also for Saturn to, it's conflict, you know, squares are conflict. It's conflicting Saturn being innovative or being unique and rebellious, but it's conflict that's needed. So whatever secrets, whatever emotions that the moon in Scorpio has for the old world. This weekend is sounding heavy as I talk. I'm gonna stop there, because the other thing is the moon is also opposing Uranus, because Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. So not only is the moon squaring the old world, it's trying to balance out with the new world. Do y'all hear me? I'm not trying to make this bored, and I'm just shocking myself as I talk. The moon, because the other thing is I just wrote down the transits. I have no notes about it, and I'm talking off the top of my head because I'm getting that good. Again, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. The moon in Scorpio opposing Uranus, the new world, in Taurus. Uranus is also about to go in retrograde too. This opposition is the secrets we might have about material things, money, and we're not going to be secure by it anymore, because Uranus is the planet of rebellion and revolution, and Taurus wants security. Taurus is at its fall. We're talking about the opposition of two fall placements right here. The moon in fall at Scorpio, so this is sounding rough. I'm gonna have to check and see what the other astrologers say about Saturday. But the moon opposing Uranus in Taurus, both of them being in their fall. Let me move this up here so y'all can see this too. Both of them being in their fall. This is not looking that positive, simply because this is like next year when the nodes move into Scorpio and Taurus. Like, what are we trying to pull away from and move into, because Uranus is the new world. And we're trying to pull away from these emotions that are not good for us. They put the message that comes from the moon when it's in Scorpio puts us in those lower Scorpio energies, the collective, because the moon is the messenger towards collective. It's how we react. So I don't expect too many good reactions, but I'm trying to stay positive. That's not that's not staying that positive though. All right, Sunday, the moon will sextile Venus, because it'll move into Sagittarius on Sunday. So the moon moves into Sagittarius on Sunday. The sextiles Venus in Libra, which is the compatibility between air and fire signs. So these two are lighthearted. I mean, the Sagittarius is positive. Sagittarius is all about expansion and abundance. So we can get a break from all that Friday and Saturday energy. And Venus is at home in Libra on Sunday. So that is why they sextile, because the moon just entered Sag, Venus just entered Libra. So this is early energy for the things that we want, the emotions that we want, the relaxation, the freedom, because Sagittarius has to do with freedom, the freedom that we want, with Venus being home in Libra and the moon being in a little, it's still fiery because it's a fire sign, but still fiery energy, but it's not as deep and dark and oppressive as that Scorpio moon. So just expect a little bit of relief on Sunday. And that's it. The moon moves into Sag, Venus moves into Libra, and they sextile. That's about it on Sunday. Next week, we have Mercury conjuncting Mars, because they both will be in Virgo. We have the moon going through the rest of the collective signs, which means a lot. And it's also going to be part 2 of the full moon in Aquarius next week, which will be on the 22nd. So the following Sunday. The sun moves in Virgo on that following Sunday as well. Venus will trine Saturn, because Venus is in Libra and it's trining the other air sign, Aquarius. And that's about it for next week, until we find out more as this week moves on. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to stop here because this has been long enough, and I'm going to create another episode about the new moon, and then I'm going to attach it to the elements episode as well. Peace. Thank you for listening. I'm TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empower many. Zakia, enlightening every day. This is Gidalyfe, growing into divine adults, loving yourself forever, astrology. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you noticed my growth. Hope you noticed the growth of yourself. Hope you manifest. Write your intentions in a journal that's only for your intentions. Label it the Leo New Moon 8/8 Lionsgate. Let me know if I can help you with your birth chart. Let me know if I can help you with your solar return chart. Let me know if I can help you with your North Node chart on the path you need to take. There's so many things that we can discuss. There's so many things that I can tell you about your past, present, and future, and the path you need to take, and just a few plans. We call birth charts plans that map out your life. And please let me know if I can help you spiritually, or you want to know anything about this truther life too. Truther. You want to know the truth, right?